Everything's signed and notarized, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Broussard, I have signed the judgment declaring heirship and the order authorizing independent administration of your mother's estate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters of administration that will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. I appreciate you cooperating with Mr. Hines and getting the inventory done early. And I know that he's going to do a good job of guiding you through the process. Y'all let us know if there's anything you need. And thank you to the disinterested witnesses for coming in. Appreciate you taking time out of your schedules.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Doug Cannon.
Well, we'll go ahead and take Ms. Rhodes then.
Good morning.
Good morning. John Francis Hebert.
Yes, sir.
Can you see me, Shay?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Now we're getting started. Huh?
Okay, Ms. Hebert, if I can get you to raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be true, so help you God.
Yes.
Are you in an airplane?
I'm on a bus
Oh,
in Florida
okay.
on vacation.
All right. Ms. Hebert, I'm holding up what purports to be the last will and testament of Sean Hebert.
Yes. Mhm.
His will.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to go to the signature page and ask you if that's his signature on that document.
Yes, that is his signature.
And after the date he made this will on May 12th of 2008, did he ever revoke it?
Sorry, I
Did
can't
you-
hear you.
Did you hear me?
No.
Okay. After the date of this will on May 12th of 2008, did he ever change it?
Yes. No.
He did not change it.
No, I don't think we've ever changed it.
Okay, very good. Go ahead, Ms. Summerlin. I mean, Ms. Rhodes.
I answered to both judges. Ms. Hebert, have you had an opportunity?
Yes.
Okay, wait.
I'm trying to
I haven't-
listen. I can't hear you.
I know it's loud on your end. Okay, so the proof of death and other facts, have you had an opportunity to review it and everything in that document is true and correct?
Yes.
Okay, and of course, we're asking you so that we can submit it to the court for your letters of testament. Also, you've had an opportunity your oath as the executrix of the will for Sean Hebert, and you will well and true perform those duties as laid out.
Yes.
All right.
Review.
For her to get back into town and execute her proof and oath before a notary. Once you e-file that, I'll sign the order admitting the will to probate. And just call me if you need anything, Ms. Rhodes.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Bryn.
Thanks, Jane.
Bye.
Bye.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get you in the box there. We're just
Oh, you want me to scoot up?
coon on up a little bit. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Davis.
Hello, good morning. How you doing?
Can you
Well,
hear?
could I get you to raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
What did I do?
It's, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Dowden, you can put it on him. I just need to see him. I don't need to see you.
Okay, great. Okay.
All right, Mr. Davis, I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Edna M. Davis. Do you recognize that as being her will?
Yes,
And I'm going to go to the signature page and ask you if that's her signature on that document.
yes,
And
yes,
after
yes.
she made this will on September 8th of 2005, did she ever change it?
No, no,
Okay.
we did it together. We made our wheels and we left them.
All right, go right ahead, Mr. Dowden.
Thank you, Judge. You're Eugene T. Davis, is that right?
Correct.
And Mr. Davis, I understand that Ms. Davis passed away on or about January 16th of this year, 2021. Is that true?
That's true. It was the 16th.
Yes, sir. Okay, you've identified her will of September 8th, 2005. And have you had an opportunity, Mr. Davis, to look over the proof of death and other facts that we're going to file with the court
Yes.
today? Is everything in that document within your knowledge and true and correct?
Correct.
We're also filing an affidavit that that's Ms. Davis's last will, as far as we know, and that you'll take care of the affairs of her estate to the best of your ability. Is that true?
That's right.
Okay, Judge, that's all we have unless you need anything further.
Let me know when his proof is notarized.
Yes, sir.
Let me sign that
Eugene,
here.
just exactly like it is, Eugene T.
Okay.
Davis. Okay, and if you'll hold that pen, okay. Now this is your oath,
Yeah.
and if you'll sign Eugene T. Davis. Bless you. Okay, let's stand. Okay, Judge, we're signed and notarized.
All right, Mr. Davis, I've signed the order admitting Mrs. Davis' will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary that will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. I know that Mr. Dowden's going to do a good job of guiding you through the process, but please make sure that you cooperate with him in getting him a listing of the assets of the estate, because he has 90 days to file an inventory with the court. And I hope everything goes well. Let us know if y'all need anything.
Thank you, Judge. Have a
Okay.
good day and a good week. Okay,
We done?
we are done. Yes, sir. Well, we're gonna move
We're
up
gonna
into,
go into
we're gonna go into Tina's
front
office,
office.
see about that estate tax identification number for you, and so you can.
Okay, Mr. Dowden, looks like you're going to be attorney ad litem on the next one. Oh, Philip is, okay.
Must be Brett, yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah.
All right. If, let's see. Brent Hebert
Yes, sir, present.
and Alicia Starkey. I just lost Miss Starkey. And you are Shanna Shaw, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you hear me, Miss Starkey? Okay, Ms. Shaw and Mr. Hebert, if y'all will raise your right hands, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Do.
Okay. Ms. Starkey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in cause number 125176, the estate of Malcolm Darrington Shaw, shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, Ms. Gregory.
All right. You're Shanna Shaw, and you're here today to probate the estate of Malcolm Darrington Shaw. Is that correct? Malcolm was your husband, and you did not have any children with him. Is that correct? Except for the one child that y'all are expecting. This child is due in August. And Mr. Shaw was married previously, prior to being married to you, but he did not have any children in that marriage. Is that correct? Prior to coming to court today, you had an opportunity to read the proof of death and other facts. And were all of those statements true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Yes, ma'am. I could get you to sign that proof.
Okay, if you'll go ahead with Mr. Hebert and Ms. Starkey.
So, Mr. Hebert and Ms. Starkey, we had an opportunity to speak prior to court today, and both of you had an opportunity to read the proof of death and other facts, or yours was called an affidavit of facts. And those statements were true and correct to the best of your knowledge. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to ask this question of both of you at the same time, but you both knew Mr. Shaw since y'all were in high school. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
Or at least that long, about that time frame. And Mr. Hebert, you actually were in the wedding for Mr. Shaw.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. A groomsman.
So both of you feel like y'all know him very well and can tell the court that those facts in your statement are correct, that he has no other children other than the child that his wife is carrying at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll pass the witnesses.
Okay, any questions, Mr. Dowd?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
I read your report. Court takes notice of it. Okay, so what's going to happen now is Ms. Starkey and Mr. Hebert, you're going to make arrangements to execute your statement of fact witnesses before a notary public, and you can make arrangements with Ms. Gregory to do that. I appreciate y'all appearing here today. And Ms. Shaw, once they've done that and Ms. Gregory has e-filed those with the Jefferson County Clerk, I'll be notified. I'll sign the judgment declaring heirship and the order authorizing independent administration of the estate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters of administration. And then Ms. Gregory will guide you through the process, assist you in preparing an inventory. And the court will be here if you need any help with anything. You have something, Ms. Gregory?
I do, Your Honor. I was under the impression we had to do this as a dependent administration because of the minor child. And,
Yeah, I see that. You're right.
And we filed, we're going to need, I'm presuming you're going to want to set a bond.
I don't see a lot on the application other than the bond will be,
The only thing really is the house, and they have a buyer for the house.
okay. Yeah, the bond will be minimal. I'll look at it whenever I get your affidavit of assets.
That's been filed, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, okay. We have not gotten that yet. It's been filed with the clerk, but it's not come upstairs yet.
Okay.
So I'll set it as minimally as I can. But let us know if there's any other assistance we can be, and I hope everything goes well. Ms. Starkey, Mr. Hebert, thank y'all so much for appearing here today. These things don't work without the cooperation of witnesses, and so we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah. When do I have
Letting me out.
a self-proven?
Independent administration.
Okay, that's not
Well, he
Mr.
has
Cat.
two.
That's
You have Mr.
Mr.
Cat.
Bradley.
Okay.
Mr. Cat is number 6. I don't even have Mr. Bradley numbered yet. Is he number
He's
7?
number 7, yes. He has two, but I'm not sure. which one is first.
Okay, Crane and Polly. Mr. Cat? Oh, he hadn't connected to the audio yet. Mr. Cat, do you have Polly or Crane first?
I have Crane first, but I've got Frederick available as well.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, when you get a chance, can you show me again when you've got the?
Okay, Ms. Edgley, if you'll raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call to be the truth, so help you God.
I will.
Okay, Ms. Edgley, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Mr. Wait, that's a cover page. Of Mr. Donald Wayne Crane. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to the signature page and ask you if that's his signature on that document.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and after the date he made that will on August 14th of 2012, did he ever change it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Cat.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you state your name for the court?
Cheryl Edgerly.
And Cheryl, you are the daughter of Donald Wayne Crane. Right.
Yes.
He passed away on January 19th, 2019.
Yes.
And he actually passed away, and his fixed place of residence and domicile was in Jefferson County, Texas. Is that right?
That's correct.
The will that the judge just showed you was executed on or about August 14 of 2012.
Yes.
Okay. And to your knowledge, that is his last will and testament.
Yes.
After the date of the will, no children were born or adopted to your father. Is that right?
Correct.
And no marriage was ever dissolved after the date of the will.
No.
Now, actually, at the time we originally filed this, your stepmother, Roberta Earline Cookie Crane, was still alive. She survived your dad.
Yes.
And she had filed this will for probate.
Correct.
And the will basically his estate was given all to you and your siblings.
Correct.
But she was named the executor and given the life estate in one of the properties. But she has since passed on December 17th of that same year. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, December 17th following.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
His death.
Right. And you were named as the alternate executrix under the will.
Yes.
And do you know of any reason by law that you would be disqualified from serving as such?
No.
And are you asking the court to admit the will to probate and issue letters testamentary to you?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have, Your Honor.
There, Mr. Cat,
I'm sorry?
do you have a notary there?
I do.
Okay, if you'll go ahead and get her to sign her proof and let me know when it's executed and notarized.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
So once you sign that proof and it's notarized, I will sign the order admitting the will of probate, authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testament. You'll use those letters to show your authority to act on behalf of the estate. You need to deal with real estate title companies, financial institutions, insurance companies, anything of that nature. The favor I'd ask of you is that you please cooperate with Mr. Cat in getting him a listing of the assets of your father's estate, because he has 90 days from today to file what's called an inventory appraisement and list of claims with the court. But otherwise, I know he'll guide you through the process, and y'all can let us know if you need anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Put your address. Where's today's setup?
Yes.
Hmm? Yeah.
Your Honor, though, both the proof and oath have been signed and notarized.
All right. I have signed the order admitting the will to probate. And once Mr. Cat e-filed those documents with the county clerk, you'll be able to get your letters. And I hope everything goes well. And let's see. Mr. Cat, you want to move on to the Polly case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you.
You're next.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
Chris, you can come right here. Yeah, because you're gonna have to do the same thing.
Good morning, Mr. Frederick.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Now tell me, how in the world did where you live get the name Pog Road?
Pug Road.
Yeah.
It's in it's North Vider. That's just what it's always been called. So
I wonder if that was somebody's name or if that's something somebody said when they got irritated.
I'm not real sure.
All right, if you'll raise your right hand, please, Mr. Frederick. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Lena Polly. Do you, wait, that's a cover page. What purports to be the last will and testament of Lena Polly, do you recognize that as being her will?
Yes, sir.
And is that her signature on that document?
Yes, sir.
And after she made that will on January 16th of 2021, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr.
Thank
Cat.
you. Thank you, Your Honor. Would you state your name for the court?
Christopher Joseph Frederick.
And Christopher, you are the applicant in the application to probate will as a muniment of title.
Yes, sir.
Specifically, your mother passed away on February 23rd of this year. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And she passed away and her residence was in Port Neches, Texas.
Yes, sir.
At the time of, well, she did not apply for or receive any Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st of 2005.
No, sir.
The will that we requested the court admit as a muniment of title was dated January 16th of 2021. To your knowledge, was that her last will and testament?
Yes, sir.
We've listed in our application as well the witnesses Carl Neal and Kimberly Reeves. They were both friends or neighbors of hers in Port Neches. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
The will named you to act as independent executor. Chris, do you know of any reason by law where you would be disqualified from filing this application?
No, sir.
No kids were born or adopted to your mother after the date of the will. Is that right?
No, sir.
No marriage was dissolved after the date of the will.
No, sir.
And is the best of your knowledge that she owed no debts?
That's correct.
Okay. That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, so go ahead and get him to sign his proof and let me know when it's notarized, please.
It is signed and notarized, Your Honor.
I love going around and looking at the names of roads as I drive around the state. You know, there's my deer camp is on Deer Creek Cemetery Road, and the road before that is Fly Gap Road. There's all kind of strange names over the state. All right, I have signed the order admitting the will to probate as a muniment of title, and Mr. Cattle guide you through the rest of the process. Let us know if y'all need anything, but I hope everything goes well, and y'all have a great week.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate you.
Take care now.
You too.
Mr. Bradley on Radcliffe, and it looks like it's an administration heirship with no, not so.
Hello.
Morning.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, not too bad. Let me laugh.
All right. Mr. Townsend.
Morning, Judge. I have
Mr. James Radcliffe, Deborah Bennett, and LaTanya Hollins with you?
I do. I'm going to move my computer so you can see us all.
Okay. If I can get the witnesses to raise your right hands, please.
Go ahead and raise your.
Okay, do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this cause shall be the truth so help you God?
I do.
Okay, who is Miss Hollins?
No, me, Your Honor.
Okay, and Miss Bryant? Okay, and so you're Mr. Radcliffe?
Yes, sir.
All right, go right ahead, Mr. Townsend.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. We have before the court application to declare heirship, and then also application for letters of administration. And I was going to present the witnesses for the declaration of heirship, which is Miss Bryant and Miss Hollins. Ms. Bryant, I have in front of you a proof of death and other facts in this case that we filed, we've sent to the court. Have you had a chance to review everything in there?
Yes.
And everything in there is true and correct?
Yes.
And you knew Mr. Woodrow Wilson Ratcliffe Sr. for over 40 years? Yeah, and then on item 6 there, it lists, and 7, it lists the marriages and children of his marriages.
Yes.
And that's true and correct?
Yes.
And then, and then the heirs that are listed, those are the heirs of Mr. Ratcliffe, correct?
Yes.
No further questions for Ms. Bryant, Your Honor.
Any questions from Mr. Oxford? I've read your report.
Okay. Just that there's one child from his first marriage and 4 children from his second marriage.
Actually, 5.
5 from
One
this.
is deceased.
5, right?
Yeah, one is deceased.
One is deceased, I'm sorry. And I talked to all the witnesses and the applicant on February 8, 2021, and confirmed that we have everybody accounted for.
All righty. Go right ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, Ms. Hollins, you have in front of you the proof of death and other facts and you've had a chance to review everything in there.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask the same questions. Is everything's in there is true and correct?
Yes.
And you also knew Mr. Ratcliffe for over 40 years.
Yes.
And in the list of heirs that are listed in there, that is the correct that's the correct identification of the heirs of Mr.
Yes.
Ratcliffe. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, go right ahead. Any questions, Mr. Oxford?
That's all I have.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Townsend.
Okay, Your Honor. And next, I would Mr. Ratcliffe, James Ratcliffe. Mr. Ratcliffe, I have in front of you the proof of death and other facts that we presented in this case. Everything in that is true and correct?
Yes, it is.
And you're asking the court to appoint you as the administrator of Mr. Ratcliffe's estate?
Yes, I am.
And then also in front of you is an oath. And if appointed administrator of the estate, you agree to be bound by that oath? Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, I just want to point out 40 is not spelled with a U. And
what?
I spelled 40 incorrectly.
Oh, I saw that.
And just to be clear, Miss Bryant was married to Mr. Woodrow Ratcliffe Jr. for 40 years. And then they were divorced in 1986. So as a witness, she is not a beneficiary of this. I just want to make sure you saw that.
Very good. Thank you. Mr. Townsend?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did Mr. Ratcliffe own his home on West 18th Street?
Did he own his home on
18th Street? Yes.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I don't see it listed on the affidavit of assets. I really understand it's real estate. But Mr. Ratcliffe, are you saying your father had no bank accounts?
No, we didn't have any. We didn't have. We used to, but we didn't have any when we had this.
Okay, do you have a notary there, Mr. Townsend?
I do, Your Honor.
You make sure that your affidavit of assets is correct, Mr. Townsend, and go over that with Mr. Ratcliffe.
I will, Your Honor. We'll go over it and I'll have him sign it. We'll check on that real estate portion to see to add that to it too, and we'll verify the other items as well.
All right. So Mr. Ratcliffe, Mr. Townsend has e-filed those proofs that y'all are signing and the statements of witnesses with the county clerk. They'll notify me and I will sign the judgment declaring heirship, setting a bond, and order authorizing independent or dependent administration. If there's any problems, y'all let me know what they are, Mr. Townsend, but we'll get you taken care of.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
To the witnesses for showing up and your cooperation today.
Okay, thank you. May we be excused? May we be excused, Your Honor?
Excuse. Oxford's order and his attorney had light and peace. All right, any contested cases?